welcome to the TopiaPodCast, where we talk all things pop culture / Topia related, with your hosts Amani, Edwin, and Antonio. But before we dive into those topics, we are going to start with questions of the day. It's a new segment we got. We all pick a question we want to ask each other, and we answer honestly. With that being said, today's question is, would you rather be a Vulture or a Green Lantern? I think this was Edwin's question.
Yep.
I think I'd rather be a Vulture.
Why?
They live hundreds, thousands of years for one.
Okay.
Automatically have Superman type powers. You feel me? And they could live for as long as they can. That's the most important part.
Just like living for a long time.
Living for a long time. It sucks.
True.
Cause you get to see like a bunch of like lifespans die before you.
I mean, you could just marry like another Vulture and it's like
Fair to say.
you're fine, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep populating, but still, at the end of the day, I can get to do mad shit.
Okay.
Mad shit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I would definitely say Vulture. You know, the added benefits of living for a couple hundred years, super strength, being able to fly. Plus, you can also you can't breathe in space, but you can hold your breath long enough to travel to different planets, which is really cool. Plus, the ring, if you don't have a strong will, your like constructs and stuff are going to suck, you know, so the ring is not really viable.
That's facts. Well, we said Green Lantern. Oh, yeah, Green Lantern. So, I mean, if it wasn't specifically the green one, if it could have been any color.
I mean, okay, let's say any color. Go ahead.
Alright, so if it was any color.
Any color.
You know, right? Because being a Vulture, you live for too long, and when I learned that in Invincible, that really scared me. Okay. I'm not trying to be alive for that long. That sounds terrible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd rather be a Green Lantern and just chill.
Alright, a little superhero phase.
With that being said, we could move into the next question. Would you rather be an agent part of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, the Marvel Universe? Would you rather work in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or would you rather be a member of The Boys? That's the Amazon Prime show they got with the superheroes.
The Boys. I'll be part of The Boys.
Really?
Definitely.
Okay.
Straight to it.
I might come a little closer just to
Oh. You came? Alright.
Just in case. Just to be safe.
Yeah, working on that.
I can hear myself.
Oh, okay. So you said The Boys? How come?
Yeah. Definitely because they are able to get through powers. Especially inside the story inside the comics book. They get it way on earlier.
Okay.
And right from the jump, they got fucking Compound V, which is like the serum that gives them the powers.
Right.
Of like super strength and shit. And they can go up against all the other supes in town.
True, but you don't think there's a chance for you to get powers if you work for S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Good question. Or you'll have access to a lot of technology.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're walking around with a gun. You're walking around with...
But just for it to be Marvel, I feel like I'm accidentally gonna get my powers, you feel me? It's not gonna be on purpose. It's gonna be fucking S.H.I.E.L.D.'s fault. And then I'm gonna go and get my revenge.
You don't have to get your revenge. You could just be blessed. Right. You know, it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Because I think, like, in terms of The Boys, they kind of go with the same rules as My Hero, where, like, not everybody is granted good powers. You know, like, you're either Homelander or you're nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like if you're in Marvel, even if you don't get powers, technology somewhat balances it out. Like, you see Iron Man fighting Thor. You know, so... And it's somewhat more friendly. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I don't want to get pulled up on by Homelander or none of the seven. So, you know, at least in Marvel, I can chill a little bit. Yeah, we get invaded, like, every Tuesday, but shit, what's a World War II, right? Like... It's better than getting fried by Homelander.
Yeah, I'm definitely too scared to live in the Boys universe, and I think you have to keep taking the drugs for the powers, so that just makes no sense. I'm better off with S.H.I.E.L.D. technology or getting into an accident at S.H.I.E.L.D. and then getting powers. So I'm definitely Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy.
I'm gonna guide your ass back in time. I'm gonna keep you there until the mission's complete.
No, but I would say I would probably have more fun in the Boys universe, but you're definitely gonna die super fast in that universe. You're not living long.
You gotta be top notch. You gotta be up to speed.
That's why I said, like, it's either you're Homelander or you're nothing. You know, so it's a risk. You gotta roll the dice.
You gotta roll the dice. That's true. Definitely true.
I do have a little question too, so I'll ask it right
Okay.
here. So, last question for this segment. Do you guys think that you have to do too much research in order to enjoy MCU and DC stuff? I remember I was watching, what was that movie called for DC? The Suicide Squad, and they had King Shark in it, and I knew nothing about King Shark. I had to do my research, and then I watched it. But I know a lot of fans do not do research. They just because not everybody's that deep into it, and I understand that. But I was even shocked for even Marvel. People don't do all the research for Marvel either. Like a lot of people didn't know who Daredevil was in the Spider-Man No Way Home, whatever it was called. A lot of people had no idea who that was. So do you think it's just getting to a point where you need to know too much? Like no new fans can hop in.
I mean, I would say no. Like, you definitely can't just watch No Way Home without watching literally anything else and expect you, catch every reference, know exactly what's going on. Like, there is a point where you gotta watch a few movies prior, depending on where you want to start. But I think Marvel does such a great job of just integrating the comics in a way that it's just, you get the sources from the comics, but you don't need the comics in order to watch the movies. It's just that, hey, these are like references to it. So if you're an OG fan that read comic books, you can sit back and enjoy the movie with all the callbacks, all the references. But if you're someone that just wants to go in and watch an action movie for the explosions, for the funs, for the funny moments or whatever, you get that too. It's the best of both worlds. So I don't think you need to do a lot of research. It just depends where you want to start.
Okay, so there's more ways to have fun with the movies now. I like that.
Yeah.
You could be in it for multiple reasons. All right.
For sure. Nothing to say, Vasily?
Too much research. I feel like back in the day we had more, single streamed shows like Teen Titans was out, whatever. You could watch that without knowing too much. They did everybody's backstory kinda in there.
That's true.
And they had their Marvel shows like animated Spider-Man, animated Avengers.
But
I feel like those are shows you could just hop on kinda.
But I feel like at the end of the day, it's never really true to how the comics is. Every other adaptation that they're doing is always gonna be someone else's ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like people don't really have to go and do the research unless they really want to get more in depth of the history of each of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure you get more enjoyment out of it. I definitely get more enjoyment out of it, especially go back in the past and watch the older shows,
Right.
and see how they were way more fucking goofier and less serious how they are now.
Mm-hmm. And I can definitely understand why people would feel that you need to do a lot of research because now you got the Disney Plus shows coming out and even DC trying to do their own shows with Peacemaker and stuff.
Yeah.
And these shows are canon. These shows are going to affect the way that the movies are going to be written and played out in the future of the MCU. So I can understand people kind of feeling a little overwhelmed, hey, now I got to watch all these shows, should not watch the new movie. But I think that Doctor Strange is going to show us that the MCU is going to do a good job of making it so that if you watch the shows before the movie, you just have bonus content going into the movie. But if you didn't, you're still going to get the exact same amount of fulfillment. I think they're still going to do some type of recap or just some, what's the word? I forgot the word. Whatever. The dialogue where they just explain the story, I forgot. Exposition. Mm-hmm. We do some exposition explaining, hey, here's what happened real quick, Westview, blah, blah, blah. Bam, movie time. Regardless of if you watch the shows or not, they're going to do a good job of making sure you know what's going on. So I feel like you shouldn't feel overwhelmed. Just hop in, have fun, and go for it.
Hop in, have fun. I like that. That. Yeah. Those are some good answers. That's what I like to hear. It's definitely different reasons for people to hop into stuff. We'll move on to our next segment. We'll talk about everything anime related. Just some news and things we heard. I could throw out a random topic unless there's something specific.
Let me just start off by saying to all my One Piece fans out there, it is our year. It finally has come. It is literally the year of One Piece. Not only do you have the long-awaited Wano arc finally ending this year, but you have the beginning of Roof Piece in the anime. For all those who don't know, Roof Piece is just amazing fiction peak. It's going to be nothing but action, so look forward to that. And then you also have the new movie coming out, Film Red. And just so everybody knows, we're still trying to figure out whether the movie is going to be canon completely to the anime. We know that it has some canon elements, but we don't know whether or not it takes place before the Wano arc or after the Wano arc. So there's still a lot of moving pieces and stuff, but so far it is looking to be a pretty good movie. You know, it has Shanks in it, and everybody loves Shanks. So to see any type of story development for Shanks, it's definitely a plus. And we have more news on the live action One Piece movie. I don't know if you guys saw
I didn't.
the leak scenes. They started showing the town from like the first couple scenes when Luffy almost got executed.
Oh.
Yeah, they're showing like scenes of like the pictures of that. They showed the Going Merry.
How far are they going?
I don't know. Maybe up. Maybe like the whole East Blue.
That's
East Blue
Going
Saga.
Merry. That's deep.
Yeah, so they got the Going Merry in there. They're showing that. I wouldn't be surprised if they started the movie with already maybe 2 or 3 of the Straw Hats already in the crew. So like not how the anime starts with Luffy by himself and then he gathers the crew. I'm thinking the anime is gonna start where we already have Usopp, we already have Zoro, we already have Sanji. You get a little bit of exposition like, hey, here's what's happened so far, and then you go on to pick up Sanji and then maybe fight Arlong with the whole Nami backstory. But I don't know. We gotta wait and see. But I'm looking forward to this movie. It's looking good.
Yeah, I heard they're making a One Piece card game. I haven't looked too deep into it, but One Piece is up. One Piece is definitely up right now, making a card game and everything.
It is the year of One Piece. I'm telling you.
They have a cookbook out. They're doing a lot. They're certainly
definitely going to make that new RPG too.
Oh yes,
yes.
New video game for One Piece coming out. I gotta be honest. I've never been a fan of the One Piece games. I've never tried them. Yeah, they're like button smashers. But maybe I'll check this one out. You never know. New gen games tend to be a little bit more playable, more viable to try out.
Yeah, definitely agree with the button smasher thing. I don't know. It's never been my slice of pie. But if the new one's good, it's for certain people. If the new one's good and people like it, it's whatever.
Yeah.
That was the One Piece stuff. Also, we did get news that the Dragon Ball Super movie is being pushed back to June. It was supposed to come out in April. It's now being pushed back. Are you guys excited for the movie? Like, are you even gonna watch it?
I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that shit.
That's what I like to hear.
Cause I now start catching up with Dragon Ball, so I'm at least getting to like know like the whole lore of it. I just want to see Gohan go fucking ballistic.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna go that ballistic, but I just want to see if he gets a new ability or something.
Okay.
Cause this shit, he deserves it. He deserves it. I believe he deserves this whole fucking movie. Like, this fight better be as long as the fucking Broly shit.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's Gohan versus 2 people instead of 1, that's different. That's different.
But I heard in the trailer, like, I know you want Gohan to get a form, but I think Piccolo's gonna get a form too. Maybe they put it in the trailer.
He's gonna change colors.
Yeah, he like changes colors.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
They could have done something.
So I'm not really looking forward to the movie, mainly because we really haven't seen any aspect of the Broly movie being canon to the series. Like, it hasn't really been brought up in the manga or anything, and we have no idea when the anime is coming back. But it just feels like a money grab type thing. Like, I feel like they know that people are looking forward to Gohan getting more development. But if it's not actually going to affect the story overall, then I'm not really looking forward to, some hour and a half of just Gohan doing bullshit for it not to reflect on the story in the future. Because it's the same thing that we've had before.
I suppose. I'm gonna see it. I grew up with Dragon Ball, and I'm just very biased. And if they put something out, I'm gonna see it.
Of course.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be good.
Hopefully it'll be good. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna watch it and have some hopes up for it and see.
And now for some manga news, we did hear that the creator of Black Clover, he's gonna be taking a break.
Yes.
From the manga, 3-month break, and then work on the final arc.
But let us just say that he deserves this 3-month break. And you want to talk about the new chapter?
The new chapter was good.
New chapter was good. How do you feel about that plot twist? You see it coming? Did you think it was just completely left field, or did you think it was somewhat?
I thought this was the final arc.
Really?
No, I don't like. It just seemed like everything just seemed so epic, and they had all the characters there, and it seemed like one giant push. I thought he was about to end it right here, and he's like, nah, the next one's the final arc, and I was like, oh, okay. But I'm with it. More Black Clover.
I will say I'm not a fan of how Yuno's mom just showed up out of nowhere. I think that was definitely just random. But I do love the twist with, the guy that's literally been protecting the kingdom the entire time, the entire series. You look at him as the hero, the Wizard King, and then he turns out to be the main villain himself. I think that's genuinely one of the best twists, especially coming out since last week. It had such a negative reaction with, the main villain being very underwhelming. People didn't like the way it ended. But I think, like I said before, that he had a plan in mind. He has a plan, he knows what he's doing, and here it is. Now we know that this is what he was planning the entire time. It was nowhere near the final villain. Here's the real final villain. And now we got to see how they're going to get anywhere close to defeating him. And let me tell you, it's not looking good for our heroes. I think he needs that 3-month break to figure out how our heroes are going to win. Because Julius, bro, he is the menace.
Yeah, it's not the first time Arthur wrote himself into the wall. Not the first time. But he definitely deserves that break. A lot of new gen anime are ending. Black Clover's about to come to an end. My Hero manga.
It's also going to end this year, confirmed.
Hunter, ex-Hunter author is going to retire.
Yep, due to some back pain. Unfortunately, his wife said that she wasn't going to pick it up either. For those of you who don't know, his wife was the same author that made Sailor Moon.
She's not picking it up.
She's not picking it up. She already said that she dealt with enough stress of doing Sailor Moon and that she doesn't want to do that again. So, unfortunately, right now it looks like Hunter x Hunter is over. We won't be able to see the ending for it. But hey, the most important thing is that man focuses on his health and he continues living happily. So, that's the best we can hope for.
Yep, definitely. 100% agree. I guess final thing I have on this list, well, not the final thing, but the penultimate, I guess. Me and Edmund did watch Platinum End, real quick. Platinum End was made by the same guy who created Death Note.
And I forgot the name, but the manga anime, Bakuman or something?
Yeah, Bakuman, the manga.
It's a manga about making mangas, but they're both great stories, really amazing, especially Death Note. Death Note was one of my first animes, and it was incredible.
Right. And I definitely read some of the Bakuman manga. I remember reading a good chunk of it in high school. But yeah, he made Platinum End, and he made another fire anime. That's all I gotta say is he did the thing. I don't want to again the spoilers at the end of the series.
What?
That's for everybody. That's for everybody.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's the entire anime.
Let me give you a spoiler review, guys. But basically, the entire series is God saying fuck this. Alright? It's the most suicidal thing ever. Everybody's suicidal. God himself says fuck this. Nobody wants to be alive in that world. And it's fucking amazing. It's great story development. It's incredible twists and plots.
Twists are crazy.
The twists are crazy, yeah. So please go check out Platinum End. Highly recommended.
Yeah, and I love the opening. Got the opening on my fucking Spotify. Just be jamming out to the opening. So Platinum End was really good. And before we move on from the anime stuff, we do this every time we end the anime. We each recommend one anime for everybody. What? So just if you could recommend one anime, I'll go first since I'm throwing this out here.
I was about to take mine.
No, I won't. Actually, no, you go first.
No, go first. No, you don't have anything? Okay. Well, I've been slacking on anime for the last 2 years, I'm not gonna lie. I've just been very mainstream. And, my suggestion is mainstream, but I would suggest Spy X Family right now. 3 episodes actually has been out so far, so you don't have a lot of work to do. It's very fun, very loving anime, slice of life, very good comedy. The opening, I gotta give it a 4 out of 10, but the anime overall so far is a solid 8 out of 10. It's really good. I'm looking forward to it every week. It's new episodes on Saturday, so yeah, check it out on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, definitely agreed. Don't really mess with the opening. The anime's great. I read a good chunk of the manga. Great manga. So yeah, I like your recommendation.
Of course.
You got an anime?
Star Wars Vision.
Okay, that's crazy. That was left field.
Very out of left field, but
it'll count. It's Japanese.
It's
Japanese.
But definitely tap in, cause I know a lot of people not into Star Wars. A lot of people are into anime.
Okay.
Now this is like some outer space anime shit.
It's like a bridge to Star Wars if you're an anime fan.
Exactly.
Okay.
In Star Wars, like everything is like canon, not canon. You can do whatever the fuck,
right,
whatever you want. It's like you do whatever the hell you want in the universe.
Yeah.
Right. And every episode's from a different fucking
creator.
Oh, like a studio.
Yeah.
That makes anime.
I think Studio Ghibli even did one. I could be wrong, but
no,
they didn't do one.
No.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
But they are making season 2.
Okay, so hopefully they get to do one for season 2 then.
Right.
Yo, please let Studio Ghibli do one, bro. What are we doing? That'd be amazing.
But every episode's banger on that one.
Yeah, they are. Let me just say, I definitely appreciated Star Wars Vision as a Star Wars fan. OG, like it was great, especially because Star Wars was inspired by the original Japanese samurai films, and he was inspired by how slow paced the fights were, but how beautiful they still were, because he's like sent the message of just powerful impatience, and if the wrong move can be fatal for the entire thing. And that was heavily reflected in the fights in Star Wars, especially with Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan, how slow paced the fight was. And I know people prefer the fast paced fights now, but difficulties. We're good now.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm a big sucker for the old school fights that were much more slow paced and more thoughtful, like kind of like a chess match. You had to think a few steps ahead. But hopefully, with the new Star Wars Visions, we get more Star Wars hype.
True. And I know I started the question, but I'm going last. I had to think of something.
Yeah, think of something.
And I thought of it. Perfect recommendation. I highly recommend Ranking of Kings to anyone who hasn't seen it. It's on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's on other stuff. It's on Crunchyroll. And I heard other people talk about it, like on social media, and then I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. And I did not regret my decision. Like, you go into it thinking it's going to be like some little kid basic stuff. Like, it's not going to be interesting at all. And every episode is a banger. They have... Bro, it's not a little kid show. A lot of people look at it and it looks cutesy and little kid. It's a whole lot more. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta say. So I highly recommend that anime.
It's definitely a good one. I'm only 2 episodes in, but so far, really good. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, you are? I didn't even know you was watching it.
I watched it I started watching it last week. I need to start watching it again, but 2 first episodes, just really good. It's just, this little man, it's just a little menace. He's an adorable little menace, and he doesn't want to show anybody off. So it's like he's very what's the word? Not prideful. What's the opposite of prideful?
I should probably
humble. He's very humble, and I appreciate that in a character, a humble main character.
True. Yeah, just like a quick breakdown of that, because I realized I didn't give a breakdown, but basically what you need to know to watch it, or if you want to watch it, it's about this main character, and he's like a prince. And they have these rankings of kings. That's why it's called Rankings of Kings.
Of course.
They have this whole Rankings of Kings. And he wants to be like number 1. It sounds really generic at first glance. But watch it. It gets way deeper. And the story gets fucked up. And that shit genuinely will have you crying. Like, not of laughter, but like sad tears. Like, there are a lot of fucked up moments in that anime. And it's crazy. Highly recommend that. With that being said, that is it for the anime stuff. We move on to the next topic. We are talking comics, DC, Marvel. Talking about it.
Okay. Not necessarily comic book, but comic wise. Let's talk about the Moonlight show that has been going on Disney Plus. I think they are 4 episodes in now, and I have got to say, it has so far been the best Disney Plus Marvel show that they've done. Definitely on my top list, followed by Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But no, Moonlight is really good. It's been great. Story-wise is amazing, and it draws you in from episode 1 with all the mysteries and all the questions it leaves you with. And then the character, Stephen Grant and then Mark Spector, are absolutely amazing. And I almost be forgetting that it's the same actor playing 2 different roles.
Exactly.
He does such a good job. I'm almost ashamed that I forgot the name of the actor. But
me too. I don't know his name.
Incredible job right now. It's crazy.
Let me see. I could probably look it up, but yes,
yeah,
Moon Knight's good. I didn't expect the acting to be that good. I don't know where they found this man to play Moon Knight. Greatest actor. I think that's why it makes it like probably one of my favorite Disney Plus shows too, just because of his acting.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like I wasn't really feeling it in the Hawkeye show. I feel like it was kind of like it wasn't there. Not everybody was there 100%. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
But they're bringing it back for Moonlight, so that's what I like. He's definitely a new character for me too. I don't know much.
Y'all are fucking wild. All I gotta say.
What? You don't like Moonlight?
Moonlight's whatever to me.
It's whatever.
It's whatever to me. It's
that sounds like
not,
DC talking.
To me, it's honestly not the fucking. I'm all caught up, right?
Okay.
I have been so fucking confused. Had to rewatch episodes. I don't like the acting for fucking one.
Really?
Especially with the fucking villain. I hate the fucking villain. The main
I feel
character.
like everybody's doing such a good job though.
I can kind of agree with him not liking the main villain. The main villain could be a little bit better for me.
Like the girl is trying. That's what his
Layla.
Yeah, like she's trying acting wise. Like she's good.
Okay.
I just.
You think she's better than Mark? And the actor? Wow, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I feel like the only one that wasn't that good of an actor to me was the Layla character.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, to be honest.
So,
but like not.
Yeah, it's not like she's not good, but it's just her character doesn't really draw me into the show as much as like the other
yeah,
two. You know,
it's not like I hate that she's on screen.
Yeah, but I definitely like she's not that. She's also not just a generic one-dimensional female character where they're always looking for the hero to come save them. Like throughout the entire show that she's been in it, she's been saving him. She's saving the day. She's fighting off the people. She even fought off like one of the mummies or whatever. Like she can handle herself, and I appreciate that. But it's just the acting level that isn't like fully there for me. It kind of just draws me out of the show a little bit.
You did not like Hawkeye?
No, I thought that was the worst one.
I hated it. That's a little.
That was
that's a little fighting word.
Is that your favorite?
I believe
it's in my top 3.
You're fine. That's okay. But that's your favorite. It can't be your favorite.
What is your favorite?
What is your favorite?
What other Marvel show has there been?
So we got WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, and Moon Knight.
Loki.
Oh, and then the cartoon one. What if?
Okay, then Loki. What if Hawkeye?
I forgot what if
fucking WandaVision.
Oof.
Shoot, it's
yeah,
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh,
and then now I have Moon Knight.
Wow.
To be personally honest with you,
wow.
See, I'm watching Moon Knight,
DC.
but I
What's your number one? What's your number one?
Loki.
Oh,
Loki is fucking good.
But did you hear where he put Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Where?
Like literally, like second bottom.
Second to last.
That was wild.
Like it has the best. It has the best fighting scene.
Yeah. It has
So it shouldn't be second to last. But
not even that. I think it had one of the best stories too. Yeah.
I feel like you can't, but like the Falcon.
I feel like they were just forcing
the transition to a new Captain America. That shit was great.
Story wise, they were just forcing too much.
You think
especially
so?
material wise, because they had the fucking.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to touch those subjects without making it feel forceful. You know what I'm saying?
Hawkeye had terrible fighting though, so how are you putting?
Hawkeye had like no fighting.
Hawkeye had fighting.
Remember when
they had one fight scene?
Nigga.
They had like one fight scene, and after that, it was like arrows. And that one fight scene was barely 10 seconds long.
And do you remember when they were in the?
Am I wrong?
In the ice rink?
Am I wrong? The ice rink?
The ice rink?
The
That
ice
was the
rink?
very last big fight.
Everybody had a gun, and not a single person got shot.
Right.
You think that was the only fight?
No, I'm not.
That, there's so many other episodes.
They had one fight.
No.
They had a car chase scene, and then they had one fight.
No.
What other fight that they had?
They had the fight with the fucking. What's his face? Kingpin?
That was barely a fight. She got tossed around.
Yeah, she got tossed around, which I hated. Like
that wasn't
what the fuck do you expect her to
A fight would be fighting back. Like she actually.
Yeah, him against Hawkeye, but this is
exactly. That wasn't a fight. That was a massacre. Like
fucking security.
That was a massacre. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight.
If that shit was on Netflix, that shit would have been a massacre.
Exactly.
But either way, it still had the worst fights, if any.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
The WandaVision fight at the end was better than the entire Hawkeye series.
That shit was all
Damn, right
CGI. That was all
CGI.
CGI.
It was still better.
It was still better.
They fucking computed it.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right.
They crunched the fucking numbers, literally.
Vulture reality, damn right. But, so my list would be Moon Knight, Captain America, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, What If. WandaVision? Yeah, that's it, right? Only 5 of them.
I'm definitely not doing the list, but you know, I'd be watching them.
Cause he's a DC guy, he doesn't have a list.
Yeah, I'd be watching them.
DC is better. Literally.
But if I was to have a list, I think the Hawkeye would be like at the bottom.
No, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, Hawkeye. That's what I missed. Probably Hawkeye at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love Hawkeye as a character, and I love what the show did for him. But it wasn't like something I'm gonna rewatch or even talk about.
Yep, that's been going on. Real quick, I do want to talk about the Ezra Miller stuff. He's the guy who plays Flash.
Right.
He's been in a lot of controversy. He's been getting arrested all over Hawaii.
That's what you want to call it, controversy? He threw a goddamn chair at an innocent woman, bro. That's not no controversy. That is menace activity.
Yeah, I don't know how he's not locked up. He's just like still roaming out and about.
That is menace activity, bro.
Yeah, but everybody's talking about how mostly everybody in the DC is like troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Jared Leto. Like I know he's not really that much into it anymore, but that
he was a mess during the casting. Like
yeah.
when they were like filming Suicide Squad. I forgot the exact stuff he did, but he would like give maybe dead animals or some shit as gifts to his co-stars or whatever.
Things like that.
And just be rude as hell. Like he was a mess. He was a mess.
Yeah. So and I think he had a cult too. Jared Leto. He had his own cult. And it's crazy. I'm surprised Marvel had him do Morbius. Like that was really random. I didn't know it was him until like
I didn't even
after
know it was
the movie
him. What
came
the
out.
hell?
You say you're just finding out?
Yeah, I'm just finding out.
I didn't know until after the movie came out, and I was like, "That's Jared Leto."
That's him for real? What the hell?
Why did they hire him? Sony.
It doesn't even look like him.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was a whole different actor completely.
Me too.
That's crazy.
No, that's him.
Like, he honestly
now I definitely don't want to watch the movie.
To be honest with you, but the movie just bad. They just set him up horribly.
Wow. Yeah, I know the Morbius movie didn't do any good. They lied to us with the Spider-Man stuff in the trailers, and then they just threw in Vulture in there for some bullshit. So yeah, if you haven't watched Morbius, keep it that way. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I have no plan to either, so I gotta agree with them on this one.
I saw that shit in 4D on my birthday the day it came out.
Yeah.
A lady definitely was walking down the steps, throwing up, passing out.
Oh my god, it was that bad?
Why am I just not hearing about this?
Man, motion sickness. 4D, Morbius. She couldn't even handle it. It was that bad.
Nice.
I shit you not, there was a scene where he was running away from the cops, I believe.
Okay.
And he started jumping rooftop to rooftop. But this is where he was like still somewhat getting comfortable with his powers. Right when he was about to jump like this big ass like leap. Jump to the edge, and then his powers start acting up. So this is literally him. He jumps onto the fucking ledge, and all you see is like this force field, fucking putting him in like moving him in a circle.
What?
Like someone airbending him.
What?
Back, like going backwards to where he was able to get caught by the police.
What?
Yeah. We remember I looked at each other. We're like, what the fuck was that? What
yeah, so if that was any indication of the Morbius movie, there you go. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. But,
everyone else seemed to just let that shit pass. That annoyed us. Me and him were like, the only one looked at each other like, yo, no one fucking seen that scene? Like, they just have to keep keep the story going.
Right.
Forcefully. Christ.
No, but speaking of bad movies, I recently tried to watch the Batman movie that came out, and I couldn't finish it. Let me tell y'all, that movie was bad. Like, it was so emo. It was so...
It wasn't all bad.
It was so emo.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I saw it in theaters. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. You know, they had their own twist.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep like twice.
It sounds like you were tired.
Nah,
I
I was full awake. I was fully awake, and then I started watching that shit, and then I was snoring.
Look, guys, he's a Marvel fan, so don't come out to us with your pitchforks. Relax.
And they're DC fans, so they suck it.
I do agree. Like, for negatives for me, I feel like there could have been like more action. Like from the first trailer when he was punching that guy to death, I was like, oh, this is about to be a straight hands movie. I don't know. That's what I thought.
Kind of like The Raid, but basically Batman.
Something. And then again with the, it was too moody, too emo.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of agree. Like I remember he had his hair covering his eye, like he had some of his hair over his eyes, and I was like, "Don't do that to Batman. Don't do that to Batman. He's not that on the nose with it."
You know what movie I would love to see? A Robin's movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, it will take place after Jason Todd dies.
By the okay,
right.
Yep,
Right, but hear me out.
But
in the comics, after Jason Todd dies, Batman turned into like a darker Batman, to where he was
Batman
like,
is still in this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's like he was getting to a point to where he was just fucking up people to a point to where they really need to go to the fucking hospital, and they stopped.
Did you go to the hospital?
No,
I mean,
really
but this is like he was like way more like not giving.
So instead of the hospital, you mean like ICU? Like, hey, yo, okay.
Niggas surgery and shit.
Damn.
Shoving guns in it, like literally shoving guns in niggas' faces.
Oh my god.
And then like all the sidekicks had to help him, calm him down and shit, to where he gave up the cape and cowl.
Okay.
For a time. This would be a dope ass movie scenario to where Batman like disappears, but he didn't disappear. He's still out in Gotham whooping niggas' asses, but the Robins don't know where the fuck he is. To where it's kind of like a cat and mouse game, to where they have to find Batman at the end, and like when it gets to the end of the movie, it's like Batman against all the Robins, and then I don't know, you mix Red Hood up inside there.
Nah, I feel like I would prefer just
because having Batman be the villain, somewhat.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of ill.
No, that would be different for sure. It could be kind of like its own type of universe, how they did with the Joker. But I would prefer more just like an actual Robin film. So like it starts off with his point of view, like he's going on the mission, and then he gets captured by Joker, and then it gets blown up, destroyed. He's quote unquote dead. Movie? Yeah, and then you see his transformation into Red Hood, and then throughout the movie he's just Red Hood. I think that would be a lot better in my opinion, and just no Batman, like just. Yeah, we have too much Batman. That's my opinion. Batman is like the new it's like the new Spider-Man. Like we have so many variations of Spider-Mans and stuff. We just keep redoing the story over and over again. I feel the same way about Batman. Like we just keep doing Batman over and over and over again. He has a lot of great side characters.
He does.
We could focus on. He
does. They started with the Joker. You realize how much money that shit makes.
Exactly. So a side character movie would definitely be better.
Yeah. If anything, they could do a what's it called, Teen Titans movie. They're trying to do a Shazam thing, like forget the Shazam family, bring in the Teen Titans. That's what you need. I
would definitely check out a Teen Titans movie.
They would get the kids hype. That's what the kids want.
But it can't be anything like the show.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do it's gonna have to be an original story, and they're gonna have to figure out how to explain all the characters.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be like something completely different, standalone.
But that would definitely be great. It could be the working version of Suicide Squad, basically.
Maybe. I think that was all the stuff for the DC side of stuff. That was like pretty much it. Real quick before we leave, you want to do the top 3 DC movies? We were talking about it earlier.
Oh, true.
But I want to get it on.
Top 3 DC movies.
Your top 3.
I forgot what I said originally, so it might change.
Okay.
But including just the DCEU, right?
Yeah, we're just doing top 3 DC.
That should be. Okay.
The movie.
So has to be. Damn. Alright, don't yell at me. Alright, don't say it. Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad, Shazam. Shit, what the fuck else came out? Instead of DCEU, what else came
out? I think for me, maybe the.
That's crazy.
What?
Your list, that's crazy.
Oh, his list? Yeah. I think for me, probably the Snyder Cut.
Breaks my heart. No, you get it. Breaks my heart.
Maybe the Snyder Cut.
Oh, I mean, you should have said that.
Shazam.
Broke my heart.
Okay.
You broke my heart.
And the Suicide Squad. That was pretty good.
Oh, that's surprising. So we got 2 traders in here. That's crazy. Alright, just so y'all know, before this podcast started, he was talking a lot of shit about Suicide Squad. Let me just say that.
I wasn't talking shit.
Nah. He was saying it was an abomination and some other stuff. Like, he was hating on it.
The old one.
Nah, they're both good. I stand by it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. You can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
So my list would be Snyder Cut, The Suicide Squad, and then Birds of Prey.
Sure, you brought up Birds of Prey.
Yeah, damn right, Birds of
So
Prey.
now you can
left on. Slept on. Let me tell you, they're sexist guys. They don't like female empowered movies. Okay, that's what it is.
The only thing wrong with
they
it.
need to see their Superman on the big screen. But Birds of Prey, slept on. Top 3 for sure.
Alright, with that being said, yeah, that was all the DC stuff. Real quick for the Marvel, I know you guys wanted to talk about the Multiverse of Madness.
Alright. How do you guys feel for that movie? Like, what are you looking forward to? Expectations? Some stuff you might be worried about?
I heard rumors that Tobey Maguire is supposed to be in it, so now that I heard it, I need to see it, or else I want my money back. Or else I want all of my money back.
Would you want him to be like a big role in it, or just a cameo pass by?
If you could punch one person, that would be fine.
Okay. Sally?
I need the Illuminati, of course. That's already confirmed. I need them to pop up. I need Tom Cruise to pop up and be superior as fuck. I know what I'm talking about. Definitely need to see Deadpool in here. Deadpool needs a crossover, and they need to get it over with and start making more Marvel movies. Because they got everything in line.
They do.
They got everything in line.
They do.
They got little ass shit coming out piece by piece by piece. They can drop a lot of projects at once.
I feel like Deadpool is definitely guaranteed because you already have Professor X from the Fox universe, and Deadpool's from the Fox universe. So it's basically, I feel like it's just guaranteed because it's also like, why wouldn't you have Deadpool? That's one of the biggest fan service things you could ever do. And MCU is nothing but fan service. We saw that from No Way Home. Like, they actually care about fan service. But that being said, I would not be surprised or mad if Deadpool was just an end credit type cameo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but I do want to
see
him. I do want to see him. And then I know we're only getting the Illuminati members as like cameos, like that's kind of been confirmed. But I wanted to see Ghost Rider, like Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider. I really, really wanted to see him. He was another big
after this movie,
actor
they
on
might
my
throw
list.
him in at the last second.
Maybe.
Oh, they should.
Who knows?
Maybe. That'd be cool though. Not gonna lie. I'm hoping we could see some type of Fantastic Four member, like maybe Reed Richards. I know everybody wants I forgot the actor's name, the guy that played Jim from The Office.
I remember hearing about that.
Whatever. People want him to play. I could see it.
I do. I want him.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I could definitely see it. Honestly, at this point, I don't care who plays him. I just want him to be there. But what if instead of a main Fantastic Four member, we get like Doctor Doom as an Illuminati member? Because think about it, he's definitely one of the most powerful out there in terms of the Marvel universe. So if this team is comprised of the smartest, most powerful people in the multiverse, it wouldn't be a far stretch to say Doctor Doom could be one of them.
I guess, but the memes would be funnier if it was a guy from The Office.
Really?
Like the day they confirmed that, the memes are about to go crazy.
So you would sacrifice
for the memes anything for a laugh? For a laugh?
So the third Fantastic Four movie that's not canon.
The third?
They made a whole reboot.
Oh hell no! Definitely not canon. That was like the worst thing. I forgot about that. That thing was an abomination. That was bad. That was terrible.
So that's just not canon.
No. But they did bring back Michael B. Jordan from that movie, so they can bring back some of the other actors. But none of that movie is no.
So they brought back Michael G. Jordan.
That's for like to play Killmonger.
Oh right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
right. All about that.
But no, honestly, I'd be okay with any type of little Fantastic Four reference. Honestly, I just need them. First family, they need to come back to where they belong, like they've been treated wrong for so long. Like people don't even know about them anymore, and they were like the original. They started this shit, so bring them back home. That'd be great.
Yeah, I definitely remember watching the old Fantastic Four movie that came out, and then I played the Fantastic Four game on PS2. So I was like,
wow.
So I was definitely fucking with the Fantastic Four. It's just a shame like they didn't get the same
treatment. Yeah,
treatment, level of respect, all of that.
I feel like
they are cool.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the old movies, like the original ones, somewhat get like nostalgia respect at least, right? Like, sure we can admit that they weren't great or whatever story wise, but in terms of like nostalgia, I feel like they can somewhat fit in the same category, like as the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, like like something from the past that you just watched because it was there. Yeah, and it was definitely better than nothing.
It was definitely better than
nothing.
I'd say that. So I agree.
especially at the time, like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
They dropped mad money into
Oh
that
my
shit.
god, that was before MCU even existed and shit, bro. Like we had no Iron Man, no Hulk. I think Hulk was actually coming around the corner, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, but Hulk was bad, so. But yeah, better than nothing.
And final Marvel topic, if you want, we could talk about Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yes.
If you guys are gonna see it, how you feeling about it?
I'm ready for it. That'll be a fucking trip. Guardians of the Galaxy's in it too.
Mm-hmm. In terms of like enthusiasm and just full out excitement, I am more excited for Love and Thunder than I am for like Multiverse of Madness. Because Multiverse of Madness is more like just the fan of me, you know, trying to see who they're bringing into the universe and shit. But Love and Thunder is more like a way fun story that I can just sit back and enjoy and just watch all the explosions and actions. You know, kind of like a little kid basically. You know, I can be like a little kid and just enjoy the big screen. And I love Thor. Thor's a funny character. I love Jane Foster as Thor. She's an amazing character in the comics, so I hope they do her some good justice on the big screen.
Yeah, I saw the second Thor movie in theaters when it first came out when I was a kid, and this is like, it's been a very long time since we got another Thor movie. Like, it's been a while. Like, unless you count the Hulk one, but wasn't that his? Didn't that have Hulk?
No, that was the third Thor movie.
Right. Well, regardless, it's been a minute. Glad to see him back in it, doing his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about the Jane Foster stuff. I heard people talking about the hammer. The hammer's rebuilt or something. So I know they got a lot to talk about.
So one good theory that I heard out there for the hammer being rebuilt, because obviously it's not the same one from Endgame, because Captain America took that one back. So this one is the one that was destroyed during Ragnarok when Hela came back and she smashed into pieces.
Oh.
So one good theory that I heard out there was just because the hammer is destroyed doesn't mean that it lost any of its magical properties. So even though it's in pieces, people still can't lift it up. So it just stayed there. Like the pieces just stayed there. And then Jane Foster walks up to it, and maybe because she's worthy, it rebuilds itself, or some science stuff happens. But I heard some good theories out there to, you know, explain why the hammer is still there, and I think they're gonna make it work.
That's crazy.
So I can't wait.
Yeah, I gotta see the explanation for that, because that sounds kind of ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah.
She walked out there and just
picked it up and it rebuilds. Yeah, I just want to see how they rebuilt it, but it makes sense that it would still be there, right? Because if no one's worthy of picking it up, it's just gonna be there. So that's cool.
Yeah. And like Antonio said, they do have the Guardians of the Galaxy. Happy to see them get some love. Been a minute, been a long while.
It's about to go crazy.
Hell yeah.
A lot of good things from that.
Oh, one last thing I do want to say about the Thor movie is that I'm hoping that we keep Jane Foster as Thor, and that, you know, she gets the official title as Thor, like in the comics, and that Thor himself takes on his true name, Odin's son, something like that. You know, just some development, so it's not just like a one-shot movie where it's just a money grab, bam, bam, and then everything goes back to normal at the end. I hope it actually sticks through for the future.
That'd be cool, like passing
the mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, with that being said, is that I think we're good here for the Marvel stuff. That was everything comics. We'll move on to the final topic, video games and gaming news. I have a lot. This might be our longest one. Subject, talk about a lot of things. Alright, first thing we'll bring up, we could talk about the PlayStation Plus tier list.
Yes.
Apparently PlayStation, they're trying to make a subscription service to compete with Xbox Game Pass. It's not out yet. I think it's coming out. They're gonna do it in waves, release it in different countries at different times, I think. But apparently there's different tiers with different prices that give you access to different games.
Yeah, so from what I hear, tier 1 is nothing new. It'll basically be PlayStation Plus as it is now. So if you don't want anything new, just keep tier 1. Tier 2 is PlayStation Plus with about 300 PlayStation Now games added on top from like I think it's just PS3 and PS4 games. And then the tier 3 is PS Plus, PS Now games, plus like an extra 100 something games from PS2, PS1, PSP, plus the PS3 games, PS4, etc. So basically, the more you pay, the more you get, essentially. I'm personally looking forward to the tier 3 because I want to play all the old school games, Dragon Ball Senkai Budokai, the Infamous games, the
But
OG.
say if you cancel your level 3, got some of the games from the level 3, and you went and subscribed to a level 1,
It would be.
will you still able to play those games?
So I know you can down. No. So I think it'll be kind of like how PlayStation Now is, where essentially once you cancel your membership, you'll get, like, let's say you have a week left in it, you'll get that week to play the games, even if they're downloaded or whatever. But after that week ends, they're gonna lock the games. That's what I'm guessing they'll do. That makes the most sense that way.
No.
That makes the most sense that way. But I do know that you can download almost all the games, and then I think all PS3 games are stream only. But for like the other games, you can like download them. So that's a big improvement from what we have now.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. We don't know what games are coming out. I think we're supposed to get like 400 plus games, 500 plus games, but we don't know what the games are.
Yeah. Like, that sounds like a lot, but I guarantee you that one game you're looking forward to, it's not going to be there.
It's not so risky.
It's gonna be mad fucking indie games.
Yeah, for sure.
From straight from Japan.
For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was on PlayStation Now. Like, they have a bunch of games on PlayStation Now, but a lot of them are stuff you don't even want to play. It's kind of random stuff.
It's kind of like old school, somewhat free games at the same time. But what I'm looking forward to this is because since it's somewhat more pricey, you're expecting them to give you way more higher quality games. And they already did confirm that it's not like Game Pass. You're not going to get any new titles. So if you're going to get this, don't expect to get God of War for free or anything like that, of course. But, at least some games that came out like last year, so hopefully within, let's say, 2 years pass by, maybe they put Elden Ring in that list of rotations of games you can get, etc., etc. They keep updating it, but if it keeps it the same, then it's gonna be a deal breaker.
Yeah, I can see that happening. We really just gotta see what games come out. So that was the PlayStation Plus tier list. I think I don't know if it's coming out this year, but we'll see. They're doing it in waves, so we really don't know. But everyone here is definitely looking forward to it. I guess another thing I wanted to talk about, Elden Ring, because you brought it up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
New game that came out in March. Yeah, it came out in March, and it
March
has
20th,
been
I think.
selling like crazy. It has already sold more copies than Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 3, excuse me. And it took Dark Souls 3 years to get those sales. I think it was like 10 million, something like that. And what took Dark Souls 3 years, it took Elden Ring months.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. That just goes to show how good the game is. And us here at TopiaPodCast, we have been playing it. I've been playing it. You could watch me play it all on our Twitch, twitch.tv/TopiaCast. Played all of it. Had a great time. It was raging. You can see it for yourself.
It's up on YouTube too.
Yep, up on YouTube. You can watch it on there. Really great stuff. We have clips on our TikTok. You can follow us on TikTok, TopiaCast.
Yep.
Got the highlights if you just want the highlights. It's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I will say, me coming into that game, I was definitely not a Souls fan. I never beaten a Souls game in my life. I couldn't even beat Sekiro. But I went into this game open-minded, and I raged a lot in the beginning. But once I got the mechanics down, it was a lot of fun. It was so beautiful to play through the entire world. The bosses were annoying but phenomenal. Like, they were just... It was a great experience overall. And it was also my first game that I ended up getting a platinum trophy on.
Yes, that was also my first game too, and that's crazy. That's saying a lot. All these games we play, all these series we love, and we platinum the From Software game, which are like, they
Almost
make the toughest games.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it.
It was crazy.
It's honestly crazy. I'm surprised.
For those who haven't checked, the amount of players who have gotten platinum trophies for Elden Ring is only 8.6, I think it was when we checked.
Yep.
So that's not even like 10% of the player base who's even gotten that far. So that should let you know how much time and dedication we put into that game. It was just that good that we just kept playing it over and over again.
Yep, over and over again. And then after we played it, we hopped on another From Software game.
Yeah.
Like, I started playing after I beat Elden Ring. I started playing some Dark Souls 3.
And then I went back onto Sekiro because, like I said, I couldn't beat it. But now I came back to beat it, and I am stuck on the exact same boss.
And I played the Dark Souls 3. I beat Dark Souls 3. I did it off stream, but I am gonna stream the DLC. Like I said, twitch.tv/TopiaCast. You know, I'll stream it there. Definitely gonna do it. But yeah, we have the From Software fever right now. Great game.
Yeah.
Think it might win Game of the Year. It might.
It's definitely not because they got God of War coming out this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There have been comments coming out from the developers saying that God of War Ragnarok is still coming up this year.
Yep.
And that is the biggest contender, the biggest competition for Elden Ring.
Spider-Man, if it's coming out this year.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What? You wouldn't put Spider-Man on the contender?
No, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, that's coming out this year? Okay, but if it was, would you put it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I think, I'm pretty sure they beat him last time. God of War beat Spider-Man last time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can see it, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
God of War was amazing.
Yeah. No, God of War is going to be phenomenal.
Perfect on the PS4.
Yeah. Spider-Man had the Mary Jane levels. They played that and they said, God of War.
God of War.
God of War. No Mary Jane in God of War.
So, Antonio, what are you looking most forward to for God of War?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Thor.
Really?
Thor.
Yeah.
Odin.
Ooh.
Everybody. Everyone's gonna start popping out, slaughtering, killing each other. And I already know this isn't the last of the series.
Of course.
There's gonna be like they're gonna make a whole fucking this is gonna be a whole nother lore. Whole other like series in itself. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna get to a point to where Kratos is old as shit. Or you're gonna switch off and start playing as his son. It's gonna be like an adult him.
Yeah, I want to see him age. I want to see him age.
He's already aging in the second one. We can tell that for sure. He's like a teenager now. But I wanted to ask you, how well do you think Kratos is gonna hold up against the Norse gods? Because I don't really think it's gonna be what we expect. I don't think people are ready to see Kratos get his ass whooped, because that's what's gonna happen in this game. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
Niggas thought Greek mythology was worse. Nah, Norse gods are way more fucking brutal.
I clearly have not done my homework yet.
Let me tell you, because I feel like the biggest difference between them two is where the Greek gods are more human based in terms, their powers just come from how much they're worshipped and shit, and how much humans believe in them, and they're just, I feel like they're easier to kill. But no, the Norse gods, they don't care about humans. They are their own goddamn deities. They've lived thousands of millions of years.
Oh my
and
God.
they're basically
it's incredible.
Vikings.
They're Vikings.
Viking gods.
Their entire living culture is fighting. The Spartans, they fight from a young age, but the Vikings literally fight from birth to death.
Yeah,
nothing
the
else.
Greek gods, they'll fight you if you test them. And they be like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Okay, I guess we're gonna fight. Nah, these niggas are straight to the fucking point.
They are the test, bro.
You play PS4. You play the PS4 God of War.
I did play the PS4 one.
You know,
I got the PS5.
You know how they would step up to Kratos.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
They pulled up to his house.
Yeah,
Straight
even
up,
at the end of God of War, Thor.
It's Thor, pulling up on him. I'm telling you, I personally think Kratos is gonna die in this game. Okay, if it's not this one, definitely the next. But he's gonna die soon.
It's gonna be the next Last of Us, some Joel shit.
Dies,
People are gonna be pissed.
I hope he goes back to fucking hell. Because
really?
if you play in the original God of War, you have to climb out of it.
Yeah, but I don't want him to come back. I want him to.
No, I'm saying that's where the
he
next
just
game
go to hell. Okay,
and it'd be at the end of it, him trying to get out.
Oof.
That'd be kind of fucking ill.
I kind of hope he does. Okay, because the thing is, I feel like they're trying to do the Dragon Ball thing where they want to pass on the mantle to the son. But they might be scared because the fandom is just so attached to Kratos. That's what we came with. That's what we grew up on. But they're setting it up so perfectly. Kratos is old. We saw that in the last game was affecting him. His age is finally catching up. He doesn't have the stamina that he had before. These Norse gods, age is not a factor for them. Stamina is not a factor for them. Power is not a factor. They're incredible. He's not going to be able to just walk up in there like he could. So I think he dies, his son takes over, maybe Kratos could come back, I don't know, hopefully not, but his son taking over is definitely the way I see it going.
I know, all I want to see his son age and probably play as him as an adult. I want that. Maybe the Chaos Blades again, because he picked them up in the last one, and that was such a hype moment. It's
that was a fucking hype moment.
Now we're playing God of War.
Yeah.
So I want the Chaos Blades from the effing jump. When I play Ragnarok.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I want that from the jump.
I just want the game to start with a fucking chase. You know how it ended with Thor pulling up. I want Thor to pull up with fucking everybody, and they just fucking just start hunting these niggas.
I don't. That's the thing, because what I'm saying, you're not ready, because Kratos cannot escape that.
Why you seen the trailer? Like the trailer.
Yeah. He's like running away from someone, and then the owl girl comes. But if it's like actual people coming out, like no, he can't get away, bro. Because Freya already knows where he is. I feel like Odin from the last game, knew exactly where Kratos was, and if he wanted to, he could have ended the game. Like Odin could have literally ended the game at any point. But he's choosing us. He's choosing to let us continue, right? But it's just like I don't see Kratos doing anything. I'll be surprised if we even beat Tyr, whatever the new god is, the tall one that they showed in the trailer. Mm-hmm. Like I think maybe he'll be the one doing most of the hard work. Like it's gonna be like tag teaming, basically like the bosses. I don't think it's gonna be no 1v1 type shit no more. They gotta jump the ball. They gotta jump them now. Damn. Yeah, that's how crazy they are, bro. You can't 1v1 these gods. You gotta jump them.
I need to play the original fucking God of War again.
No.
I haven't played on PS5 yet.
Did he have them on PS5?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, I played one of them. After I beat the one for PS4, I played like the third one or something.
I'm going home. Podcast is over.
Something like that.
God of War time. Goddamn.
And final thing I want to see, just more the fist fighting in humans. Like they fought the skinny dude in the first one.
Yeah.
I want more of that. Because then we have like one real big fight like that, kind of. Oh, and then they did it again at the end. Mm-hmm. But I want more of that shit.
Bring back the sex scenes from the original games.
And bring back the sex scenes from the original games, of course. Yeah. I mean, he has a son now. He's not doing that.
So?
What's he gonna be? He's
gonna stand outside and just fucking.
No, have the son get in there. I mean, not like in there, but like
this is disgusting.
But speaking of the son, how far do you guys think they're gonna take the whole? Because I don't know if you guys remember from the ending of the last one, it was revealed that Atreus was actually Loki. Mm-hmm. So how far do you guys think we're actually gonna get with that? Like, do you think there's gonna be a lot more Loki development? Is it gonna be like so basically I'm trying to say, do you think the Norse gods know that he's like Loki, that he's one of them? Do you think they're trying to kidnap him? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Maybe. I feel like he'll have a different moveset, because if he's gonna be Loki, he'll probably have like magic shit. Like he was already doing magic shit with the bow, but now he'll get crazier with it. Like that's what I want to see. Shit. That's what I want to see. Yeah.
Okay. I have a theory that Kratos and Atreus isn't related.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, because famously, yeah. I was gonna say Loki and Thor are brother, right? But also they're adoptive brothers.
Exactly.
So it could be that, they just steal Atreus and force him to be brothers.
That's what I was thinking.
But if it really was that maybe Kratos' wife cheated, not maybe cheated, but she was just forced to consummate with Odin, and then she gave birth to Loki, but named him Atreus instead, and pretend that it was Kratos' son, that could also be a crazy plot twist. Like, that could be...
It could be like on some Vinland Saga stuff. Like, he just kills Kratos... And then he's like, you're gonna come live with me. You're gonna be that dude's brother. And then he decides to stay just so he could get powerful. Uh-huh. And then he's like, you dead ass did kill my dad earlier.
So now run the hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he could do some shit like that.
I like that, actually. I like that.
Were you talking about like how Kratos got there in the Norse mythology?
No, so he's saying basically have Odin kill Kratos, and then have it so like Odin basically adopts Atreus from that. And Atreus chooses to stay with them so he can get stronger and then kill him.
Okay. I think it goes way more than that. I feel like Kratos probably signed a deal with Odin to live in the Norse mythology, to where he's probably like, hey, I don't know this little fucker. I didn't raise him. You raise him for me, and I'll let you like hide out, do your business, leave the fuck alone.
Okay.
And then years
that could explain how they knew where he was from the beginning.
Exactly.
I like that.
I definitely, now that you brought that up, I definitely think that they're not related, because they would also explain some, like...
Because Kratos is very quiet in this game. Back in the original God of War, he was very talkative.
Yeah, not even that, but he was very loving towards his family.
Exactly.
And he's not very loving towards Atreus.
Exactly.
But you can see the love he has for his dead wife. Mm-hmm. So I can definitely think... But I don't think he fully knows. Maybe he just suspects it. And that's why he's always hesitating to get close to Atreus. Because deep down he knows it's not his real son. And maybe in this game we're going to finally discover, like, hey, yeah, you're right. It's not your son.
Or if anything, fucking Odin wiped his memory.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so we got some crazy theories. Yeah, so we can't wait. As y'all can see, we can't wait for God of War. We're hype. It's going to be great. We're definitely going to be streaming it. day one with a whole bunch of other games coming out. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right. Yep, that was the God of War stuff. Yep. So those are the Game of the Year competitions right now. Elden Ring, God of War, Ragnarok. This is a great year for gaming.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, this is a great year for gaming.
For what?
Like.
Oh, we have the 1 hour mark. Hour 4 minutes.
But
Any more topics?
They're making a Harry Potter game. I don't know when that's coming out. It's gonna be single player.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I stopped rooting for it. I'm like, they're pulling a fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no.
But
it looks cool.
It looks amazing.
It's not even taking place in the same time period as Harry Potter.
No, it's before the movies, so from what I can tell.
Way fucking before.
And I'm okay with that.
Like, the only people you gonna realize and know are the ghosts.
I'm okay with that. Right? Because if you think about it, right? I mean, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I didn't watch any of the movies per se, but like from what I can tell, it's based off of legends and shit, right?
I want to
like,
ride brooms with Harry Potter.
I want to ride the broom, sure. But it's like basically the legends that they talk about in the movies is what you're becoming in the game. You know, you become the legend that they eventually talk about in the movies and shit. You know, like the founders and shit. You know, that's why I like it a little bit. I'm looking forward to it, and it has a lot of quick time events like throughout the combat system. If you watch the trailer, like you'd be like swinging stuff, but then it'll be like R1 to like pull some other stuff towards them. So there's like a lot of quick time stuff on the screen. I like that.
Oh, okay. I need some mechanics again.
Yeah, it looks fun. It looks fun.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Again, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. Didn't really see the movies or anything. Read the books. It looks good though. So if other people are hype, that's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah. You know, we definitely checking it out.
And we can also talk about games that we're most anticipated for. Like we were talking about God of War Ragnarok. We can't wait for that to come out. I'm waiting for that Wukong game. I have never ever, not a day goes by where I forget about that Wukong game.
Wukong.
Yeah, it's I think like the developers are in China and they're making it. But I remember when I first saw that trailer, I thought the game was out. I saw that trailer and I was like, how have I never heard about this game? And I instantly went to the PlayStation store to like go and buy it. Or like went on Google and was like, where is it? Where can I buy it? And it's like, bro, we're not even out yet. It's been years.
And it's just not here.
It's still not here. So God of War Ragnarok I'm waiting for, and that Wukong game. I feel like that Wukong game gives me a lot of From Software vibes. So I think that's why I'm really waiting on it, because I just want more From Software stuff.
For sure.
But I mean, it looks like it's doing its own thing too. Like it seems very fast paced. It has its own unique story. But I can't wait for that game to come out.
Right. I'm same with you. I'm definitely gonna play that day one, and I'm just gonna beat it. Might be my second platinum trophy. I don't know, but it's definitely looking really good.
Yeah, that might have to be the second platinum trophy. We have to wait and see it come out, but it looks so good.
Yeah, and I had a theory about that game when I first saw the trailer that you're not the actual Wukong. Like you're an imposter and shit, because when you're watching the trailer, just like another Monkey King that stops you from attacking, and it's like he looks way cooler and better than you. So I'm thinking that's the real Wukong, and maybe just like after the title or something, like you're trying to become the next monkey god. Okay. But I don't think you're like the original one. But we gotta wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense because it would be weird to be the Monkey King and you're getting your butt served level 1 by random people. So yeah. I could see that.
But we never know. There's only one trailer out. It was years ago. We need to wait and see.
Yeah, can't wait for that. I guess we could also talk about some movies coming out. I put this in the video game section, but I know we're getting a Mario movie. Mm-hmm. No release date on that, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I just want to see what it's gonna look like, what it's gonna be about. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of want to see it.
I feel like it's gonna be on fucking like a Wreck-It Ralph level.
Ooh.
I like the Wreck-It Ralph animation, so I wouldn't even be upset.
But that was live action.
I don't know if it's gonna be live action.
Oh, it's not?
I don't know.
I don't think it's live action. It can't be live action.
Yeah, I don't think
it can't be live action. It can't be live action.
I was hoping for live action. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
I don't think it is.
Like Sonic?
Nacho.
No.
What?
You see what they did with fucking Sonic.
They're having like Donkey Kong and stuff. They're not gonna get a gorilla.
Yes, they can.
This is Nintendo.
Donkey Kong.
They're not fucking.
They could do it if they wanted to.
I don't think they will. And I think they're working on a Minecraft movie.
Dude, no, that's terrible. That's terrible. How would that make sense?
And The Rock is directing It Takes Two, the movie.
Oh my god.
It Takes Two, the movie. Yes. We also had played It Takes Two on the podcast. We just beat it. Me and Edwin, we were playing it. If you want to see us play it, go on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TopiaCast for the It Takes Two gameplay. But yes, they're making a movie. I feel like that's easy work to turn into a movie.
No, it's not easy if the game is fucking the game. The Rock is doing it.
I'm just trying to think of how they're gonna make it into a movie because there's so much crazy stuff that happens in that game. I can't see it in the big screen, unless it's gonna be like fully animated.
I don't know if it's gonna be animated either. That's a good question.
You know, I mean, like it started off in real life, but then when they get transformed, it's animated.
I'd be okay with that. I think they kind of did that with Space Jams.
Yeah.
With the new one, some of it was real life, some of it was animated.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that.
But that's what they might have to do. And if they, I don't know much about the Minecraft movie. It's still up in the air, really. Like some people are working on it. I would watch
you're basically watching a movie about cavemen.
I want to see what they do.
You're basically watching a movie about cavemen discovering how to do stuff. Like, it's a Minecraft. What are you gonna watch? Him building a house?
Yeah, him finding the diamonds and fighting the dragon.
That's so stupid, man.
I know they had like that Telltale game for Minecraft, and that was something. So you know.
Yeah, but that was Minecraft. Well, okay. If the Minecraft movie is actually gonna be like that, like in the Minecraft world, and it's like it's a story based in that world, sure, okay. But anything else, then no, it'd be terrible.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Could probably do some Lego movie stuff.
Yeah, okay, that would be fine. But I thought you meant like a movie based off of the game Minecraft, like kind of how they did with Sonic.
Yeah, there's not a lot of information on it. So
okay, let's keep it that way.
We'll see, but I'll definitely, you know. I got my ears out for the Minecraft stuff. Like I want all the news on that.
Let's start cancel Minecraft movie now.
Cancel Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Now. I think that's all good for the gaming topics. Real quick, if you could recommend a game, what would you recommend to people?
Game to play right now. Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid.
Just like the franchise, or
the franchise itself. Definitely been watching all the Easter eggs and all the secrets and shit within it, and I think it's pretty interesting, especially on like a tactical like army, like spectrum.
Okay.
Because they actually go like into very depth with it. You have to use your head in like different ways to like get yourself out of situations.
Right.
So it actually like tests like your muscle reflexes, like your brain reflexes.
Okay. It's a good one. Tough one for me because I don't really play like a list of video games, but right now I'm gonna keep it classic. I'll say Devil May Cry, specifically DMC5. Great soundtrack, amazing story, great action. But if you love feeling like an anime character and you just want to have like really cool sequences in your game, Devil May Cry. It's definitely the best one to check out.
I know there's a lot of games coming out this year, and there's even more games being announced. Like I know Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out and all that. There's a lot of good games out. I feel like one game that isn't getting, I don't want to say it's not getting enough hype, but it could get some more credit. I don't want you guys to forget about Sifu, so I would definitely say that. I had a lot of fun playing Sifu. I lost sleep over Sifu because of how good it was, and I would stay up late multiple nights playing Sifu, either by myself or in a party. And yeah, that game was really, really good. I was thinking about streaming the good ending. I know there's like a way to get the good ending, so I was thinking about doing that. I don't know when. I want to do that, and I want to do the Dark Souls 3 stuff. I have a lot of games on my list, but definitely recommend Sifu. Like, you know, if you like, maybe the Elden Ring stuff is like, you know, scary. I understand that. You hear so much scary stuff about it. You think you're not ready, so hop on some Sifu. That's an indie game. And usually when people hear indie game, they roll their eyes, but you're not going to roll your eyes at this. I think this is going to be nominated for Game of the Year. Mark my words.
For sure, yeah.
It's definitely going to be nominated. Like, you're not going to... It's going to be up there.
It's not going to win, but yeah, definitely nominated.
Yeah, definitely nominated. Give it the respect it deserves. Definitely check that out. And that's what I would say. Alright. With that being said, we're going to end it there. This has been the TopiaPodCast. And we will catch you guys
Say it like that.
in the next one.
Alright.
Peace.
Catch y'all.